guys, welcome back to another vlog. Today we are going to be doing a rundown on all things 17 Pro Max. I picked up my phone yesterday from the Apple store, and as you guys know, I love to do a dedicated video on the latest iPhone every year. My one thing with the last iPhone, I was on the brink of maxing out my 1 terabyte. Before we get into the whole thing about iCloud, I don't like to use iCloud. I mean, I do for some stuff, but I don't like my full photos album to be on iCloud because when I travel, it takes a while to download and all that yada yada yada. Of course, I got the 2 terabyte. I picked up the navy blue color, dark blue. I don't even know the official name, but my lovely friends at Casetify knew I was getting the new phone, and so here we are with a new phone case. I had a sweater in my closet that matched, so that worked out. In this vlog, I'm going to be running around the city. I'll be testing out the phone in context. I will highlight my favorite features to you guys. I was able to preview the phones the day before launch, and it was really nice holding the phones in my hand. The Air specifically feels incredible, but I'm a camera girly and I need all 3 lenses. I need the most storage. So we're gonna get started with my iPhone 17 Pro Max vlog, I guess you could call it. Again, I like to preface this by saying I am not a huge techie person. Marco is my IT guy. He knows all the technical things. I will include as much as I can. Just highlight my favorite features, what I like to use things for, and how I feel about it as a full-time content creator that loves to travel and has way too many photos of her dog on the phone. Smile. Okay, let's start things off with what I got from Casetify. Number one thing for me is the screen protector. So I have the Casetify one, but specifically wanted to highlight their new glaze cases. This feels so nice in the hand. This is my current setup, and I think it just goes really well with my outfit today. I picked this colorway because I kind of wanted something orange and blue. Marco got the orange iPhone, and I thought that this was kind of cool because it reminds me of a sunset. What's really cool about the glaze cases is they have lots of motifs where you can pick a different background if you want to make sure that you can easily spot your phone, because I mean, I love a neutral phone case, but there have been so many times that I would just go looking for it because it blends in with the rest of the house. There are also different motifs available on Casetify where you can pick different backgrounds. So if you want to play around with your color combos, the glaze case is the way to go. So you guys know that when I travel, I love to have the straps. And I picked up this one because I feel like it was very sporty. Almost forgot about this phone case. This is the ring stand one. I got Marco one last year, and it's really great if you want to be able to prop up your phone. And it's also especially great if I don't always have my MagSafe stands with me. This is just permanently attached to the phone and easily closes and opens. Last one is my most neutral one, but look at how fun it is with the new charms. I was actually debating on wearing this one today, but maybe I'll save this for tomorrow. Casetify also adjusted the bounce corners on the iPhone 17 bounce cases so that it's a lot easier to attach your charms. This is just another fun way to accessorize your phone and really personalize it and make it yours. I'll have to switch my phone cases depending on my outfit. And this is just my most neutral one. It's just like a smoky gray matte, but obviously I have my MagSafe attachment that makes this really easy to hold. And I can also hold it this way. I have been a fan of Casetify cases for years. I feel the most protected with a Casetify case, but this glaze case is very scratch resistant. So we're gonna throw this into my bags, and you guys know I love to schlep things, so we're going to see how this holds up. Glaze cases have inner printing innovation, which makes them really scratch resistant and no peeling even with coins or keys in your bag. Shopping for new cases for your latest iPhone, check out my link down below where you can get 15% off your order. This way. Yeah. Show what is in front of me and then still do. What if you can switch it? Never mind. Hello everyone, good morning. It is Monday. I have a meeting in like 10 minutes for something very exciting. It's going to be the next trip. And then I have to head into the city, so we'll be out and about. I am very pleased with this so far, and I will share my favorite features on it. Good morning. It's Tuesday. I just got out of my haircut. I am in the Upper West Side and I'm going to continue to use this phone and just test out a couple more things. And then I'll probably do like a more full recap when I'm back at home in the room sitting. But let's head into the park. I'm going to do a couple of test shots and then I need to go eat. I also picked up the AirPods Pro. So I want to do a sound check between the mic on just the phone with these on and also the wired headphones. This is it with the AirPods on. I have the microphone set to auto. However, in your settings, you're able to select if you want it to just be left or right. So now let's switch to the wired ones. And this is how it sounds with my wired headphones. I feel like if I'm leaving this dangling, then it tends to brush up against my hair or my clothes, but let me figure it out at playback. I'm filming on the DJI right now. But another cool thing about these AirPods Pro is actually use my headphones as a clicker, as a remote to take a photo. I'm back at my trusty old ledge and I'll see how it works. I have also tested out the live translations on this. They don't have that many languages available yet, but I mean, I'm sure they're all, oops, I just turned on my clicker again. They don't have that many languages available, but I got to test it out in person last week with Apple. Very, very cool. It has officially been 1 week of my iPhone 17 Pro Max, and these are my thoughts. It's really just camera and storage, and I was hoping that they would do 2 terabytes, and they finally did it this year. I'm so used to the size of a Pro Max because it's so easy for me to do emails, to do editing. My favorite features have been the updates to the front-facing camera. This is being filmed right now on the front facing of my iPhone 17 Pro Max. I feel like a lot of people have been having issues with feeling washed out with the colors on their iPhones, and I want to say that I feel pretty good about this. I am very happy with how this looks. So was it worth it for me to upgrade? Absolutely. I wanted more storage. I wanted to be able to rely on my front-facing camera a little bit more. And I mean, the back cameras are fine. It's nothing game-changing, but the biggest upgrades for me this time around were definitely the front-facing camera and the storage. Those are the main things for me. I'm kind of used to how the phone looks now. Like, this doesn't really bother me. Again, I'm not looking at the back of my phone, and I'm really happy with the color that I went with. I haven't felt any issues in terms of overheating. People say that this gets scratched easily, especially if you have the darker one, but I mean, I was at the case on mine, so I'm not really worried about that. Is all that zoom necessary? Not really, but Marco and I are actually going to Singapore for the Singapore Grand Prix, and I think it'll be really cool to test this out even more. I want to be very iPhone heavy in terms of my footage. I want to film something like solely iPhone during that trip. I always think it's a lot more fun to test this camera out when I'm traveling. So that will be coming up soon. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I love liquid glass. I think it helps my phone look so much more uniform. I'm not really a big fan of how Messages looks. I feel like I want to go back to old iMessage. When it comes to the phone and content creation, I always say that if you have one of the newer iPhones, it's a great way to start vlogging, start filming, and creating content. So when people ask me like if they need a specific camera to get started, the iPhone is so great for it. I'm just really excited to test this out on its very first travel vlog. We leave for Singapore in about 2 days. So I'll see you guys for that vlog that's coming up. I gotta go. Today is actually Marco and I's 3-year wedding anniversary. I will have more updates on the phone as I continue to use it, and I want to test out more of the photography when I am in Singapore. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much to Casetify for sponsoring a portion of this video. Almost dropped it. Thank you to Casetify for all of my phone cases, and I will see you all in the next video.